So welcome back. In this second part, we'll start how to open and exit the program, page number 112. So suppose I have here a program, so I want to close it. How will I exit? I'll click on File, and there is the exit option in the File menu. So click on Exit, and it will close. Now comes this question is how to open. Here it is given Save, so you cut it and write Open here. So how to open a file? So first of all, QBasic program has to be opened. Then go to the file. Then there's open option, or you can go to the previously opened. Uh, there will be 4 files showing up here. So previously opened files, you can click any one. So like here, we have done this one in the earlier video. So this is the program. So like this, you can open. Now comes the most important part, QBasic programming elements. These are 5 elements are there. You have to understand it very carefully because it will be required in future programming lessons. Characters, constant, variables, operators, and statements. So what are character set? So this first basic element, character set, is composed of alphabets or numbers, or you can use some symbols. Okay, so these are called character set. Now comes constants. Constant, as you know, fixed. Constant means fixed. So the data values which remain fixed throughout the program, there is no change, that is, those are called constants. And it consists of 2 types, numeric and string constant. Okay, numeric means number constant, so these numbers will remain fixed in the program throughout the operations. And you have the string constant, like name of a person, name of a book, etc. Then you have variables. So these two, constants and variables, are very important. Variables means is the opposite of constant. Constant remain fixed, variables change their value. So which change their value are called variables, and which do not change and remain fixed are called constants. So this is the two are opposites. Okay, so which change their value during the execution, that is running of the program. So what is actually variable? Variable is a name given to the specific amount of memory space which can contain a value. So actually variable is a name which allows some space in the memory, in the RAM, that is, it takes some space, suppose 2 MB, 1 MB, or 50 KBs of space in the memory. And in that variables, you can store some values like numeric constant, string constants. Okay. Suppose here, if I open one program, so you can see here this X is a variable. Okay, and this 4 is a number, numeric constant. So this constant is taking up, storing in the variable X. So storing, when you are storing something, you require some space. So that space is taken by X in the RAM, and in that space it is storing what? 4. Okay, so that is the theory or concept of variable. Variable keep some constant, and those constant may change their value. You can write 4 instead of 5 also. Okay, it may change. Then these are the types of variables you can have: a character variable, integer variable, float variable, string variable. So now what is character, integer? Here, for example, this variable X is nothing but a number variable, integer variable. Here I've given a sign, percent sign. This percent sign denotes the variable is an integer, and it will store a round number, whole number, like 4, 5, 10, etc. Okay, so variables may be character, integer, float, string. Okay, it depends on what you are what symbol you are using. You'll get to know here in this page only. Suppose percentage is given if the variable is storing integer, dollar is given if the variable is storing a string variable, like hashtag for double. Double means uh, so 15.486, so decimal number. Okay, so for that double, so these are the thing. Then comes numeric variables and string variables. So variables are two types, like constants are of two types, numeric constant and string constants. Similarly, variables are also two types, numeric variable and string variable. So before I start this section, let us go to page number 118 to take down the answers of fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. Number one, basic is an interpreter. This one is number one. Number two, dash are the data values. This is number two is constants. So number two is constants are the data values. And then number three is a single command is known as a statement. This is number three. And number four, operators are used to do calculations using variables and constants and perform other operations. This is number four is operators. And number five is a variable is a name given to the specific amount of memory space which can be contained in a variable. Now let us go to the section numeric variables and string variables. So numeric variable are the variables which store numeric constants. Like for example, in this program, this x is a numeric variable as it is storing a numeric number. Okay. Then you have a string variable. String variable, for example, I have another program here. F name. Okay. First name is Neha. So F name is a string variable. It is storing Neha. Okay. So how the computer knows it is a string variable? With the help of dollar. Okay. So as you can see here, if you give dollar symbol, QBasic understand that it is a string variable and it will hold a word or a sentence. Okay. And then comes very important this section, rules of variables. When you define the names of a variable, these rules has to be followed properly, otherwise it will be wrong. It should start with an alphabet. The variable name always starts with an alphabet. Both numeric variables and string variable must not contain any special characters like dollar, ampersand, percentage. Those sign you cannot give. Variable names can contain numbers also. You can put numbers here also, but you cannot put number on first. Suppose one name, you can put name one like this. Then come the variable name must not have any space. When you write the variable name, you cannot give any space in between. Variable name must not contain any special characters. Special characters you cannot put, like commas, semicolons and all. You cannot put any special type of character. Remember, only alphabets, number can come in the middle but not in the first. Okay, no space, no special characters. This thing must be remembered when you write a variable. Then how to declare variable? Variables can be declared in two ways, like here dim sum as integer. So sum is a variable. Okay. Dim statement, that is declaring a variable. It is a variable sum has been declared and it will be storing as an it will be keeping integer values. Or you can use these symbols, like here I have used, instead of dim you can write f dollar. Okay. Or I have another program here, x percentage. So instead of this dim statement, I'm using x percentage, this one integer. So I'm not writing as integer, no need, in short, with the help of symbol. Okay. So in the next section we'll do